Welcome to Enlight Education videos, and in this video we are going to study about Krebs cycle, right? We have studied about glycolysis in last video of standard 11, and now we are going to study about Krebs cycle. Understood? This Krebs cycle was discovered by Jens Krebs, that's why it is called Krebs cycle. Its name is Krebs cycle. It is also called as citric acid cycle, or it is also called as tricarboxylic acid cycle. Right now, some of this compound is containing 6 carbons. Some of this compound which is participating in this cycle is of 4 carbon. Understood? And one molecule is there. Only one molecule is there, which is of 5 carbon atoms. Understood? So we will go through all the aspects of this Krebs cycle. So let's study it. Right? The first reactant. Actually, it is a cycle, so we cannot say that. We cannot say any particular chemical to be the first one, but yes, here the reaction is irreversible and one product is coming from pyruvic acid. So the first reactant that is participating over here is oxaloacetic acid. At least I would say that first reactant here is oxaloacetate. Understood? Oxaloacetic acid or oxaloacetate. Understood? So first is oxaloacetate. Citrate, and then this citrate will get converted into cis aconitate, and then this cis aconitate will get converted into isocitrate. Then the isocitrate will get converted into oxalosuccinate, and this oxalosuccinate get converted into alpha ketobutyrate. Now, so this is the half of the process, right, in which this conversion is occurring. Then after this, alpha ketobutyrate get converted to succinyl CoA. Then this succinyl CoA get converted into simply succinate. Then this succinate will get converted into fumarate, and then malate, and last one is oxaloacetate. Understood? So this is how all these are chemicals. Chemical intermediates in Krebs cycle, right? Okay. Now, which is occurring in mitochondria of eukaryotic cell. So first, oxaloacetate with acetyl of acetyl CoA, which was produced from pyruvate, will convert into citrate. Then this citrate will convert into cis aconitate to isocitrate, isocitrate to oxalosuccinate, oxalosuccinate to alpha ketobutyrate, and then succinyl CoA, succinate, fumarate, malate. Understood? Now let's see what are the enzymes that are performing, that is helping in this kind of reaction. First of all, we need to understand this also, that which chemical reactions are irreversible and which chemical reactions are reversible. So here in Krebs cycle, you can see that there are around 10 chemical intermediates, right? In which this first reaction is irreversible and this chemical reaction is irreversible. Remaining all chemical reactions are reversible. Understood? Now let's write the name of enzyme that is participating in this process. So first enzyme that is used in this process, which is very very important for Krebs cycle. First enzyme is always important for any pathway or any cycle, biochemical cycle or any biochemical pathway. And here first is citrate synthase, right? Citrate synthase. Then second is aconitase. Understood? Here in third one, same enzyme, aconitase. Fourth reaction, isocitrate dehydrogenase. Understood? Here also same enzyme, isocitrate dehydrogenase. Understood? Here the enzyme is alpha ketobutyrate dehydrogenase. Such a huge name, isn't it? But name is very simple. Its name is according to what process is occurring and what is its substrate. Understood? Then here, name of this enzyme which is carrying out this process is succinate thiokinase. Then here again same kind of enzyme, dehydrogenase type of enzyme, and here substrate is succinate. So again here succinate dehydrogenase. Here fumarase, very simple, isn't it? And here for this one, malate dehydrogenase. If you see wherever this dehydrogenase enzyme is used, actually dehydrogenation process is being done for you. Understood? That's why name of enzyme is also dehydrogenase. Understood? So all these, so maximum type of enzyme is dehydrogenase. See in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now let's see where water is added or removed, right? First of all, water is added over here, then removed in this process. Then again added in this process. Understood? So, and one more time it get removed. So there is no net addition of water or removal of water, right? In this process, water is removed. Understood this? Next. Now one more molecule is forming at once only, and that is FADH2. Here from FADH2 is forming. Understood? Now we will see now here one more very important enzyme, important chemical that is forming over here. Not enzyme, but very important chemical that is forming over here. Now let's see what is that important chemical. Okay. NAD plus, NADH plus H plus is forming in this process. This is very important chemical, right? Even more than ATP molecule. Then again here also dehydrogenase is used. See here though dehydrogenase is there, but here NADH plus H plus is not forming. Why? Right? Because same enzyme is using this whole process. Okay. Now here there is also dehydrogenase, so here dehydrogenase activity is occurring again. So here also NAD plus get converted into NADH plus H plus. Understood? Where anywhere here dehydrogenase activity is done by this thing. Here also NAD plus get converted into NADH plus H plus. Now let's see where carbon dioxide is removed. I have told you in the beginning that there are only two places where carbon dioxide there is only one chemical which is having 5 carbon atoms, remaining all molecules are either having 4 carbon atoms and 6 carbon atoms, right? So from here 6 carbon atom is there. Let's write how many carbon atoms are here in all each of the molecules. 6, 6, 6, 6. But here 5 carbon atoms are there. Then here 4 carbon atoms, 4 carbon atoms, 4 carbon atoms, 4 carbon atoms. That means there should be removal of carbon dioxide twice in the whole process. And what are those processes? One is this one from 6C to 5C. So one carbon dioxide is removed over here. And another is over here. Understood? So at these two places carbon dioxide are removed. Carbon dioxide molecules are removed. Then one more thing is very important, where ATP is produced also, right? ATP production is also very important. In this step ATP is produced. Understood? Now, anything is remaining? Yes. Coenzyme is remaining. Now, where exactly coenzymes are used? See, here CoA is there, right? So here there is an addition of CoSH. I don't have place over here, but okay, let me write it over here. CoASH. Understood? And this CoSH will be written back in just next reaction. Understood? So it is this CoSH is used up in this reaction and it is carried away from this reaction. Understood? One more thing, that is addition of acetyl CoA. Acetyl CoA, which is produced from pyruvate. Pyruvate is a result of glycolysis process, and acetyl CoA is produced from pyruvate. And from this acetyl CoA, acetyl group is added, and CoA is removed from this process. Understood? So this whole process is called Krebs cycle, citric acid cycle, or it is also called as tricarboxylic acid cycle, because many of this compound is having 3 carboxyl group. Understood? So that's why it is called tricarboxylic acid cycle. Understood? Now one more important thing is to remember here is wherever NADH plus H plus is forming, FADH2 is forming, and ATP is forming. Understood? This one, and this one, NADH plus H plus is forming, and here ATP is forming, and here FADH2 is forming. Understood? So this is about Krebs cycle.